Welcome to episode 13. Welcome to the Food Freedoms Confidence Group. If you are new or your first time showing up live, me and Sierra are your co-hosts, which Sierra will be jumping on in just a second. And, today's episode is how to create a healthy eating plan without feeling restricted. Because one of the main reasons why we is because it's restricted. So we're going to kind of dive into that and talk about some pitfalls that might happen along those lines and everything else. So I am Hannah Hips. I'm an eating psychology coach as well as a yoga instructor. And this is my beautiful partner, Sierra Spencer, who is as well an eating psychology coach, diet recovery coach. Is it health neutral, body neutral coach?
Weight neutral.
Weight neutral. Yeah, neutral.
All
She's
the
neutral.
things too, though.
She's neutral. So we are, donut eating. I love chocolate. Veggie loving nutrition people. Eating psychology coaches. We believe in all foods are welcome. No food is good or bad. And because we believe that the way that we eat is unique to us. And I think that is our mission, is to help you find a way that is unique to you, because you are the only one that truly knows what your body needs, because we're all about helping you tap into that trust and listening to your body. And that's kind of one of the ways that you create an eating plan without restricting. But we're going to talk about really a definition of health. Health means completely different. Like eating healthy to one person could be completely different than the other. So we want to kind of just think about that. Like, what is health to you? What does eating healthy really look like to you? What does it mean to you? And a lot of the times when I talk to people, they're like, well, I just need to eat vegetables. And vegetables, yeah, vegetables are good. They have a lot of nutrients in it. But what else is a way of eating healthy that can support you and what you need, depending on your life situation, all the things that are going to go about this. So first, do you want to define health, Sierra, or do you want to go into maybe some pitfalls that could stop people from following through?
Absolutely. So I think, again, health, when we ask people, what does healthy look like? What does healthy look like to you? What does it mean to you? We hear vegetables a lot. We also hear losing weight, or getting to a certain number on the scale, or, my doctor said that I need to be X amount of pounds in order to be healthy, or my BMI is not in the right range for health. And so, not that we're disagreeing with that, but I think we need to, like Hannah said, redefine what health means. Health does not equal thin. Health does not equal a certain size. Now, that does mean everyone's body is different. Everyone's body has a weight set point range where health is best achieved. And our goal is to help you find that so that you can feel your best. But again, a lot of times the clients that we work with, or what people are struggling with, is defining health as looking a certain way, or eating eating perfectly is health, or I can never eat sugar again, and I don't know, like, I'm very healthy and I still eat ice cream with like full dairy, full sugar, not keto, non-sugar, sugar-free sherbet, whatever. Like, Hannah told this hilarious story to me today. And it's about a customer like she had, and it's just, and then myself too, especially January, I'm scrolling Facebook and I'm seeing, this is how I lost 50 pounds. I just eliminated all sugar. And not that I want to dive into sugar right now, because we talk a lot about that in our programs, but my definition of healthy is being mentally and emotionally healthy. And restricting all sugar out of my diet is not healthy for me. It makes me binge. It makes me go crazy. And so today we're going to go through some of these pitfalls of, like, how can you create a healthy eating plan that actually works for you without the only thing you can use is monk fruit for everything you do for the rest of your life. Like, that's just not maintainable. I'm sorry. Like, I'm all for trying new things, but when you're, 80 years old and you are in a nursing home, I'm pretty sure if you ask for monk fruit, they're going to look at you like you're nuts. Okay. And that's not the point either. We want you to be healthy without feeling so restricted, because here's the thing. If you never allow yourself to have a brownie again, unless it has monk fruit in it, you're going to feel restricted. And what happens is those healthy eating plans don't last. This is why people have New Year's resolutions to lose weight every single year, because eliminating all sugar and all fast food isn't sustainable. So we help you create your definition of health. And Hannah and I, health is a number one priority for us. It is. Health is very, very important to me. I did a core values assessment one time, and health was one of my top 5 core values. So it's not like health isn't important to us, but we have to find a way that's going to feel good for you. And what is health? So ask yourself, like, what is healthy to me? What does that look like?
I had somebody tell me once that, like, I was like, what does your healthy look like? And she's like, well, it's being able to eat a pizza, some pizza, but not the whole pizza. That could be healthy too, right? Like, so it's like redefining what health is. And I loved her answer, because I was like, yeah, of course, you want to have pizza without eating the whole thing,
Right.
So that could be also like what health looks like to you. And we help with that too, help you not eat the whole pizza, but eat enough till you're satisfied.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know that this next section, Sierra is like on point with this part. She is so
Yeah.
this is your cup of tea. So let's talk about a pitfall that
Yeah.
can really stop us. Since we're trying to eat healthy without restricting, what are some ways that we are restricting?
Yeah, so this is one of the biggest pitfalls that Hannah and I see with clients that are in our programs or that we're working with, is that you are restricting and you don't even know it. Right? So we have people come to us, they're like, no, 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 they're like, I eat everything, or like, I feel like I'm binge eating, or I'm always off track, or I'm on track. Like, I'm not restricting. I let myself eat tons of sugar. So here's the thing. There's 3 different types of restriction: emotional restriction, physical restriction, and unintentional restriction. And 100% of our clients are in one of these categories or all of these different types of restrictions, and it's holding you back from true food freedom. And I'm not going to go into each one of those in detail, but just know, again, 100% of the time, you're probably in one of those categories. So it's time to look at not if you're restricting, but how. So emotional restriction, really quick, is like guilt. If you have guilt around your eating or your food, or you label foods as good or bad, you are in the emotional restriction category, which is where most people are. But they don't realize it's restriction. What happens is if your body feels restricted, your biology gets activated, your survival response gets activated, and you go into survival mode, which slows down your metabolism, makes you crave sugar like crazy, and makes you feel nutso around food. So that's why we say, if you are restricting and you don't know it, it's going to sabotage your healthy eating plan.
Yeah, restriction is such a sneaky thing. I think like knowing that guilt is a huge part of that. So that is like a key pointer. So if you're feeling guilt around eating, you are restricting. So come talk to Sierra and I, because we can help you. Another pitfall is, we base our goals on numbers. So, like eating a certain amount of food and calories. So, I can only have this many calories. I got to keep my eating healthy within this range, and I can only have this much of this food, which is the green food or red food or whatever food is colored, labeled, or measured. So when we start having an eating plan and we start creating more numbers and measuring, it's going to be a lot harder to stick with it. And it like just how did that automatically makes us feel restricted, by the way. It makes you feel restricted, and we often feel like we need to control what we eat. We need to understand our portions. But once you become an intuitive eater or an empowered eater of what we teach, you don't have to measure food anymore, which is really amazing. But it takes a little bit of practice, and then that's where how you cultivate trust. And that's why we talk about how you eat is really important, because if you're eating in a way that's going to give you optimal health, and like put you in the best state of eating, then it's a lot easier to gauge how much you need to eat each time, and you won't have to measure.
Right. No, it's so true. I feel like New Year's resolutions or any kind of goals that center around amounts, numbers, even like a certain weight are doomed to fail because it's just you're taking the trust out of yourself. So like Hannah said, in our programs, when we teach people how to become an empowered eater, an intuitive eater, you're able to trust yourself. You know, Hannah and I are very healthy, our clients are healthy, and we're not measuring and tracking every single morsel of food we eat. Okay, it is possible to be healthy without tracking every single thing you eat. And we teach you how to do that. Stay tuned for that. Actually, we have a little surprise for you around like how to have a plan without feeling restricted that we're going to be announcing tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. All right. The last pitfall that we're going to talk about today is this on track, off track mentality. So if we could earn $1 every time someone said I'm off track, we'd be rich right now. And here's the thing. Why this is going to sabotage your healthy eating plan is because if you're constantly feeling on or off, it's that all or nothing mentality that gets you trapped. It's a diet mentality. Okay, so what if you didn't have to be on a track anymore? What if every day you felt good and felt healthy and you made good choices? You know, I was just talking with someone, he was my daughter's dental hygienist, actually. I was just talking with him yesterday, and he's like, well, I do really, really good all week. And then I get to the weekend and I have cheat meals and I'm just totally off track. And then sometimes it takes me a couple of days to get back on track. And like, what if there was no track? What if like every day was pretty much the same? Like you ate healthy, you chose foods that felt good for your body, and like you had ice cream or a donut on a Tuesday, and it was just like there was no track, right? Like that is possible for you. And what happens when we're on and off track mentality is we're setting ourselves up for binge eating, overeating, emotional eating, because we have again, it's another type of restriction like we talked about at the beginning.
Like the cycle, it's a cycle that continues around and round. So we're trying to get off the cycle.
Yep, exactly. So in order to have a healthy eating plan without feeling restricted, we just did a big workshop about this actually on Monday in our Empowered Eating membership. And we took them step by step through their healthy eating plan, their goals, their desires, action steps. So that is something that we are trained to help you with if this is something you're interested in. Like, hey, I need a plan. I need help. And that's probably one of our biggest pieces of advice is for January for you guys. Don't go into January without a plan. Okay. So again, our membership is that plan. If that's something you're interested, our programs, our coaching, is that plan for you in January if you're feeling really stressed out and worried about, oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't go on another diet, but I don't know what else to do. We're here for you. And stay tuned. We have a gift for you tomorrow to help you with this. So stay tuned with that as well.
Awesome. All right, you guys, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about like me and Sierra and how we work and the different programs that we're talking about, like the membership she was mentioning, just comment below and say membership or I want to learn more, and we'll reach out to you. If you feel called to it, if it feels good to you, if it feels like, yeah, I need more, I need to learn more, because that is what we do and what we're dedicated to and our purpose in life. So have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Mm-hmm. Bye.